Dreams. Dreams are complicated. Aspiring to be something, or to have something, or to find something, those goals are what drive us as human beings through trials and challenges to accomplish those dreams. No matter how difficult, or painful, or tedious, or impossible the idea of reaching your dream, is one of those powerful forces in the universe. And that force is driving me to achieve my dream. Since the beginning of the Pokemon franchise, catching Pokemon has been the center point. Although not compulsory for beating a Pokemon game, completing a Pokemon game is a different story. First, there's the regional dex. All the Pokemon in the game, pretty simple. You'd usually need 2 copies. Of course it's gotten easier with later gens, but it's still a difficult task. But the national dex, every Pokemon that has existed up until that point, although the national dex was removed from Sword and Shield for good animations, Pokemon Home is the new staple for completing the Pokedex, as it has infinite storage and allows you to connect to all modern Pokemon games. Even now, you can send Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet back to Sword and Shield. We've never had that technology before. Now, not only is this the perfect place to store all your Pokemon, but it's also amazing to create a Pokemon living dex. Finally, at last, my dream can become reality. I'm gonna catch them all. I'm gonna catch them all. I've only ever dreamt of completing the National Dex, but my spark has been reignited by a video I saw on YouTube, the redemption story. Not only did I find this banger of a video, but it was amazing. It inspired me. I wanted that. A completed, living National Dex. Just imagine. Just imagine. So I started planning everything. I found my little Pokeball toy, clenched it in my hand, glanced at all my games, and my mind was glued. I was gonna do this. Although I knew it'd be hard, I was determined. Not even gonna lie though, it's a pretty big task, but I'm down for it. I'm officially gonna do what the series has been telling me since I first laid eyes on it. Gotta catch 'em all. Originally, we started working on the manuscript in March 2022. So only a year ago. However, I didn't want to start this challenge until Bank was free and I actually had a YouTube channel. Okay, this is now being recorded May 2023. So what happened here? You're asking? Well, I wanted to grow my channel first, so we did some playthroughs, and you know the story. But now, a year later, we're here. I'm actually gonna spend my summer doing something I actually care about: completing the Dex. Jesus Christ, that is it. Oh my god, just wait until I get into it. Before starting, I'm going to need some things: the consoles, games, and a tracking system. For the most part, consoles aren't an issue. I can play my DS, I have a 3DS, a 2DS XL, Switch, and my friend has offered to let me play his GBA, so we're golden. Fortunately, I have most of the Pokemon games needed for this challenge. You see, I'm doing what's known as an original National Living Dex. XD, randomizer, cage mode, cage match, wrestler. Basically, there's a lot of things to it. So we've got an original National Living Dex, right? Original, from each original game. National, all the Pokemon. Living, each and every Pokemon in one Dex. Basically, I catch the Pokemon in the original game. So for example, Nuzleaf has to come from Ruby and Sapphire. A Mandibuzz has to come from Black and White. Slugma. I have Diamond and Pearl, Black and White, X and Y, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, plus Legends Arceus. The only ones that I really need are, well, the original 3 gens. I mean, you don't need all the games. Okay, I made a diagram to explain this. So, if you're trying to do this Pokedex challenge without, doing the original living, every Pokemon comes from the original game, you could get probably most of the Pokemon, with some exceptions in, Gen 5, 6, and 7, since those ones are all 3DS and 2D, DS, right? Well, if you had the Pokemon, help a Pokemon Go, I guess, one trade, and maybe GTS, possibly, I don't think that even, no, not even GTS, you could probably do it. But since I wanted this Pokemon from every original game, and with the OT being Silo, the original trainer, hardcore challenge essentially. I could just use the Let's Go games, I suppose. I do have Let's Go Pikachu. However, thankfully, I still have Pokemon Yellow. That was the only Pokemon game I got on the 3DS as one of the Virtual Boy things. So I'm happy about that. The other games, I'll probably have to well, download them. Somehow. I'll figure it out a way. That really only leaves Gen 3. The worst problem is just getting the games. Because, you know, it would be nice and simple if I could just go to the shop and be like, oh, can I buy a Pokemon Ruby, please? No. Because in this day and age, fakes exist.
Found you, faker!
It's funny because this wouldn't be a problem for literally any other game, but because in Pokemon you can trade and transfer, it makes it the biggest culprit when it comes to fakes, because you need a real legit copy if you want to do anything. And there's a pretty easy way to tell if they're fake. You know what? Let's do a tutorial. Sorry about the camera quality, but let's look at them. So, which one do you think is the real one? If you said the one on the left, then you are wrong, since the one on the right is actually the real one. So, within the actual game, if I can kind of just get it to zoom in, there's like a little clock thing, right? Like there's like a little square battery thing. Yeah, these fakes don't have it. They just don't. The back, as you can see, if I can get it to zoom in again, please. What if I move it like into the light? Okay, you see there? There's like a little 4 squares basically, essentially in the left corner, right? And the fake will not have this. The fake just doesn't. For some reason, I guess the fake people who make the fakes are really dumb. I mean, I'm not complaining because, you know, I got it now. Also, the amount of like dots and stuff on the fake one, like there are consistent differences. So obviously, you're not gonna have a real one and a fake one to tell the difference. You just won't. You're trying to look for a real one. I get it. So let's look at them. Right now, I've noticed through scrolling through eBay and Facebook and just everywhere that it seems that the most of the fakes are the actual American versions. Like I've got like a European version, and most of them are real. Now I don't know if that's because most people in America, there's like a higher demographic looking for these games, and they're obviously gonna make more fakes. That could be it, or maybe they just don't make fake European ones. I don't know, but the real ones are darker. They have a gloss to them, and they actually look like real flipping copies. Because you're scrolling on eBay and you see £5, you see like a copy of Pokemon Sapphire for £5, and it's in one of those little cases. You know that's fake. Let's be real. You know that's fake. Don't buy it. It's stupid. I'd say look £20 and higher, or like $20 and higher. If it's in a box, that's a good sign. Usually it's not going to be that's going to be like £60 or something. And I spent £30 for the copy of Sapphire and £27 for the Pokemon Ruby. So I'm pretty happy with them. But now we've actually got them, we can start this challenge. Boy, am I excited. I'm actually really excited. Just searching online was so hard, trying to find if it was like real or not. I was really hesitant about looking for Pokemon games, even in shops, because apparently people just take fake games in. Like, what the hell? Now, the only problem is eBay is bidding. Bidding is absolutely annoying. Luckily, I've gotten better at it. I'm actually like a bidding professional. I started this hunt on the 1st of May. I spent every day searching for a genuine copy of Pokemon Ruby. Why Ruby? Don't know. I found a lot of Japanese versions. Unfortunately, Japanese versions don't work with the European copies, so that's annoying. Eventually, I found a boxed copy. They didn't pay up, so I was allowed to buy it. However, they kind of blew me off, like last minute. Like, my final price for it, for a boxed copy of Pokemon Ruby, keep in mind it has the instructions and stuff, was $42.50. I think that's a good price. We had some complications and we decided not to go for it. I'm not sure. I mean, she seemed nice, but yeah, that sucked. So it was a bit of a spirit breaker. I continued to scroll relentlessly through eBay, constantly checking prices, even in class. Crap, I got an essay tomorrow. Literally wrote nothing. Shit. I was devoted. On the 12th of May, almost 2 weeks later, I managed to win a slightly damaged version of Pokemon Ruby. Even though it's cracked, it still works. So, thankfully I'm not refunding it. We finally got a legit version of Pokemon Ruby. It's been... So that's Ruby down. But do I need Sapphire? I was originally planning to use Alpha Sapphire, but I do want this to be a fully Origin Dex. So yes, I'm going to need Sapphire. Thankfully, I got this copy for £32 on eBay. Finally, the tracking system. I decided to use this online Pokedex tracker. I'll put a link down below so you guys can even see what I'm up to and what I need. Maybe you guys can even help me. I'm not sure how, but like, possibly. Now the real fun begins. With that out of the way, I can finally start my journey to catching them all. I'm gonna have one main game from each gen be the bulk, and the rest of it just catches like the side Pokemon. Gen 1, Yellow. Gen 2, Gold. Gen 3, Ruby. Gen 4, Diamond. Gen 5, White. Gen 6, X. Gen 7, Moon. Gen 8, Shield. Gen 9, Scarlet. It's just going to be more enjoyable and interesting. For example, Ultra Sun and Moon. I've got to play that 2 times because I need two Pokeballs or whatever that flipping thing is called. I've got to hunt all the unknowns in Gold, Silver, Crystal. Hell, I'm pretty sure I have to go play Pokemon Go to get past Fallen Forms. So Pokemon Go is going to be a part of this. Wait, crap, am I going to get all the Vivillons again? All the forms? Oh no, please save me. And like that, the hunt begins. Before this video ends, please like and subscribe and share and all that other stuff YouTubers tell you to do. I'm not going to say it again. I guess we see where it goes, innit? Damn, I was really hoping it'd go to the sky.